today we will be covering off Elizabeth. And she definitely is not my strong suit, so I will give a fair warning about that now. Like, I'm not bad as her, just she's not my preferred character. So I would actually first like to apologize for not streaming as much as of late, because I've been working extremely hard to try to platinum this game. And if you see my last stream that was up, I did in fact successfully platinum it. I will have the screenshot on the stream as soon as possible, as soon as I get the replacement items to do it. But I'll still be covering up story or campaign. And I'm doing this because, if you can't tell, there's some maps that still don't have EX rank on it, and because I got like literally nothing else to do, that's what I'm doing. I mean, the only other thing I'll be doing in this game from now on is, besides, you know, trying to EX rank all this stuff and whatever, I will actually be trying to I'll be going into the PvP mode. Like, I will be on PvP significantly more than I used to be, because I plan on now going after the titles. So that means I'm gonna be doing like thousands of matches online. So that's gonna be a hell of a grind, but it's gonna keep me into the game, and that's exactly what I'm looking to do. So, but from here, I'm not like, you will not see any particular order of stages, and from here on out, you will see on very hard instead of any other difficulty. There will be a guaranteed very hard, because fuck trying to EX normal and hard. I'm already good enough. So I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. Why not? I'll even do this one. I'll do Stormy, whatever the hell the name of this map is. Not so much I care anymore. Alright, so, but yes guys, we're gonna be covering Elizabeth. Like I was saying though, I'm not bad as Elizabeth, it's just she's not my preferred character. I mean, I enjoy her, I've got a few laughs on her, but preferably, I mean, not my best. And still, if you look, I still haven't went back on campaign to fix anything, because as you can tell, Astolfo's still in his 1 gear. And actually, why am I running around? Hold on, let me first fix up my little servant here, and yeah, I'll throw you a pink candy now. Yeah, there we go. And let me quickly fix this up. Actually, I don't know if I'm kicking off. No, actually, I don't know who to kick off. You know, actually, fuck off. First, oh right, yeah, I'm still playing as Astolfo. All right. Anyways, wait, yeah, I've covered him. Okay, yeah, I'm slow. For a moment, I'm like, wait, did I not cover off the previous Lancer? And I'm like, oh, never mind, I did. Sorry about that. It's trying to remember what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. But yes, I'll be playing as Elizabeth. I don't have any DLC costumes for her, I think. Actually, do I? No, I don't think I do. But anyways, this is just my personal preference on her. Like, you know, she was one of the more complex characters for me to choose and get into, because, again, not my style. Like, although most people just like, it's a beat 'em up, it's still very different for each character. But her, I mean, I will say, for the first time of all my Fate career, or for not just Fate career, but for all my guides, I think she's gonna be the first one where I'm like, this is what, you know, you use here, this is what you're gonna use here. Like, PvP is gonna have a different active skill set than the last one. And give me a few seconds, I will be right back. I gotta do something. Alright guys, I am back and son of a bitch, my thing got tangled up. Anyways, so one of the things that I will personally say is, you know, she was fun, just not on my top tier out of all the servants I played. But hey, that's only that, so here is, like, it took some more time to take notes on her, actually. It was more difficult for me to do it. Because, you know, there's more there's like things I liked about her and things I didn't dislike, but ultimately there's some moves I will say, you know, use for PvP combat only. Like, I will be like, no, don't even think about using this here, use it here, or vice versa, or whatever it may be. So, let's get on with it. So, when I first started, I'm like, okay, she gets a lot of, like, I didn't know where to start with her, because unlike the previous servants, I'm gonna pull up the list for you. Unlike the previous servants, all of them, there's only, like, I knew pretty much everybody else, and besides Tomino and Charlemagne. Everybody else, I knew them in the anime. Her, on the other hand, I did not. So I'm like, shit, I didn't know where to go and start. I didn't know she was even a character until this game, actually. Because until recently, I've only watched not Grand Order. I started watching Grand Order, actually. I haven't played no game. This is the first and only Fate game I've played. But I've watched Stay Night, Zero, Apocrypha, and Last Encore. And I'm like, okay, I got, you know, I've seen all them, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? I didn't read no manga because I don't. It's one of those things. Don't question why I don't. Just fuck off if that's the case. But I don't watch, or I didn't read the manga. I don't do that very much. You know, I didn't play none of the games, and I only watched what was on Netflix, to be honest. Until as of late, where, you know, I found like sites and Funimation and stuff like that. Those are only what I have to play with. So, when I first seen her, I'm like, shit. And even then, this is where I might just say I may not be the best with her, but I mean, based off of what I see here, when you first select her, is like, okay, where to start? And I'm like, oh, her max attack is 150, or not 50, 15, where her defense is 1350. I'm thinking, okay, so she has more power, but at that same point, she is a lancer, which I'm like, which for the longest time I thought she was a caster, so it was hard for me to wrap my head around her. So when I finally came together with a decent set, is the best way to put this, because I'm only telling you this in the most honest thing, because I don't want to mislead you and make you think I'm the almighty Fate player. Nope, shit, nope. Let me just erase that. I just give you my experiences, especially for people like this. No, this shit's hard trying to figure this out at times. So, but when I first started, most of her use is, you know, in PvP, and I'm like, nice, because, you know, like some things like the bloody Iron Maiden. Let me tell you. Just let me fucking tell you, I hate this move with a passion, but I, you know, adore it so much. Because it's stupidly annoying, and that's why I hate it, but at that same point, that's why I like it. But, I mean, this is what I thought. First, I'm like, you know, yes, although it's kind of funny, because two of the skills I already planned on, can you not? Sorry, I was looking over and I seen my dog smacking the other one, or, you know, pawing at him. It was like, excuse me, that's your daughter, knock it off. But, yes, these, like, I will, take off that skill, and, these two skills will stay, but first I'm gonna cover off. Here it comes. I was also dreading this, but trying to pronounce these again. I'm gonna say Avera shall Governar, I think. Gavar. I'm just gonna go and call it Ver because obvious reasons. But this is a close range attack. It's very, yeah, it was pretty nice when I first used it. But pretty much all you're gonna do is repetitively sweep your opponent with your damned, you just repetitively sweep your opponent, and it deals a total damage of 21. Yeah, just 21 attack in total. So it's a decently strong move, and you constantly, and it's repetitively, and it's really nice. And it's claimed to be an inescapable anti-climax repeated skill, which sounds really nice. But even then, I just like the simple fact that it's got that sweep to it, which can really just kind of annoy you a little bit. Like very decent. I just enjoy sweep skills like that because it knocks, it stops the momentum going, which is initially what I like looking for at times. And since I didn't know what to go and aim for with lib, yes, I'm gonna call it lib for the remainder of the map, or the guide, because fuck you guys, it's my guide, I'll call it whatever I want. But whether it's actually inescapable or not, I could care less. I just prefer the sweeps to go and stop the momentum, like a hard stop. You're sprinting down a street, I'm gonna pull up the wire and hard stop, fall on your face type deal. I like stopping you immediately whenever I can, and this can be done in offline and online, and that's where I'm like, what, that's cool, because there's been times where I repetitively get tapped, and I need like maybe my support to help me out, but it has a 12-second cooldown. Oof. Maybe I might need a water for this time. But yeah, that is a simple but yet effective skill, and I found it to be by far one of the best. Hold on, I was pulling something out. I'm also kind of in a rush here because I'm not in a rush, like I'm also trying to keep a good eye off on my controller battery. But anyways, next we are going to Cammy. Yes, I see you, baby girl. Hi there. No, you don't get to talk into the mic. No, you don't. You're too pretty to be on the microphone. I said no. You're too sassy. Sorry about that. My dog, she wants to go and be famous. She wants to speak on the mic, and I had to stop that. So, and I'm not trying to be funny, guys. I'm still being as serious as I am in every other guide. It's just I ain't treating this no more different. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just saying that now before you think I'm trying to be funny during these, or no, it's how it is. But next we have the estate repulse. I think I don't even know. I'm gonna call it rep because these names, I swear to goodness, these are stupidly annoying to pronounce. But yeah, rep is a Lancer class skill and is a rush attack. And I'm not sure if you noticed this before, but I'm very fond of rush attacks, such as Hippogriff Rush or I don't know, any other rush skill. So, plus I've also learned, I've learned something, and I will let you know of this, my thing, once it comes to I learned something about some install skills, and I will express those during the install skill period. So I will make sure to cover that. But I mean, this has a 20.15 damage with an 11-second cooldown. Pretty much you're just gonna ride your spear through an enemy. That's it. Pretty much you're gonna jump on your damn spear, and you're just you're just gonna start whacking everybody you come across. This is her one and only. Let me repeat, her one and only class skill. So I definitely will keep that with me. Next, it was pretty tough to decide. I mean, I'm like, what to have next, and you know, it dawned on me like, you know, offline I have the sealed vocal room of isolation, not due to power, because I also thought about the Liz particles, because you know I like burst attack skills, you know, because you know a little bit of ranged won't hurt nothing. But I ultimately chose sealed vocal room of isolation because this is also a burst attack. I mean, and what's nice about this is it's gonna summon a giant speaker, and it looks so stupid at first. I kind of had to laugh when I first seen it. Like, this is why I said, you know, I don't dislike Liv. It's just she's one of those characters I don't mind, but I don't, you know, she's just neutral in my eyes. Just I didn't care too. I wasn't too fond of her, but I didn't hate her. So she's definitely better than Robin Hood. I know that. I said I didn't have an opinion about him, but oof, I prefer her over him because I'll get into reasons like during battle why that. But you know, this has a 14.39 attack power with a 11-second cooldown. This is a burst skill as well. Now what this is gonna do is pretty much you can just, as a, you know, you probably guessed by the icon and the name, you're pretty much just gonna start using a loud ass speaker to attack your opponent with. You're not gonna beat him with the speaker, but you're gonna like sing or whatever it may be and use the speaker, and the, you know, blast are gonna, yeah, hit you. So you got your range right there. Next, a very popular skill is Bloody Iron Maiden. You can forget about it. Not happening. Not here. The last skill is the Alert Sugar Tran. This has an attack power of 19.20 with a 13-second cooldown. So far, the highest of all the cooldowns I chose to bring. It has the highest cooldown, but you know, and not the highest power. And it's like, why have that? Because what this is a long range attack. Because I didn't want her just up close, like I wanted to, because I didn't know very much about her, I made her an all-around servant. And what I mean by all-around is you're up close, mid-range, far range, elemental, not elemental, you're everywhere type deal. You're not specialized in one thing. And because of that, I'm like, you know what, because I know nothing about him, I thought that was the perfect idea. But all this is going to do is you're going to throw your spear and it's going to explode upon impact. It's very nice. It's very similar to Emiya's, one of Emiya's attacks. I forgot the name of it, but it's very similar, where he'll shoot an arrow, it'll go pierce through a bunch of people and ultimately blow up on after a certain range type deal. So very useful thing. That is all she's gonna have on her for offline play, because I didn't know where to start, and I didn't like this. It was tricky for me, I'll give it that, but those skills work for me the best. Is just I don't have anything settled on this account. Everything I do, like skill wise, I do on other accounts, or on, you know, more of a private, is my studies account really, which again, don't even ask about it. So next is my install skills, and yeah, give me the full, yeah, thank you. You know how by now, if you've been watching these, you would already know how this goes: attack, defense, support skills, and then I'll do the double skill set. So first, starting, because of my lack of knowledge of who Liz is altogether, it made it tough. It really did, on who to take and how to take her. So with how I'm gonna say this is, I don't know anything about elemental on her, so I won't recommend any sort of element for her to use, because I didn't know if she has anything or if she's specialized, and Son of a bitch, I have way too many of these. I need to seriously start selling these or turning them into fucking double skills. But, what I'm gonna recommend you do here, it's rather simple because I want natural body on her. Because I didn't know what to really say to put on her. She was that type of servant, and I'm like, shit, type deal. Like, it was difficult, so I'm like, just in case, I want natural body for a safety, like a precaution. That's what I was looking for. That's why I decided to take her with me, or take this with me, not her. Excuse me. So it's a simple skill. All this is gonna do is attack your regular power. So it's a very typical skill, and I'm also gonna reset this and find my martial blessing. I finally got it maxed out that, so yay. And I've said this once before, I'll say it again. You might as well get, like, if you haven't seen any other guide of mine, you probably never heard me hear this, but I'm going to continuously say this guide in, guide out for the next, I don't know how many servants. The attack skill, or active skill is what makes the servant the servant. If you don't got that, you got nothing. End of story. Whether you like it or not, that's how it goes. And I'm not going to start explaining why. If you want to know the reasoning, watch the other damn guides. I'm too lazy to re-explain it, but martial blessing all the way. Next, I'm like, okay, what else to do? And I decided to put clairvoyance on her. Because like I said, I wanted her an all-arounder. I didn't want nothing more, nothing less on her. So I decided to increase her range. I was thinking about putting Spirit Slayer on her, but after that, I'm like, like, against certain enemies, I decided that was a bad idea. This is one of the very few characters where I'm gonna say my guide may not be the best, but so far, I mean, I'm gonna try to give you as best reasoning to my methods to her as possible, but out of that, the last thing I will put on her for attack skills is bravery, because I think that's perhaps the best thing I can recommend on her, because, you know, increasing power over time, and it's ultimately a good skill to have on anyone, but since I was so clueless on what to do, I just decided to put that on there. Like, she's one of those very few, like I said, it's just, she was tough for me to get a grip on, and I learned how to use her offline. Online, you can see how bad I am. Online, I use her just, like, I will use her just to troll. I will. That's all she is to me. Is a troll. She's a troll servant in my eyes, honestly. So, and when we get to the online portion, like, that's the part of the guide where I feel you should really pay attention to, because offline, I had trouble with her offline, so I'll admit it. Even the guy doing the guides have problems. I mean, come on. I'm not, you know, perfect. Conqueror of the Moon or not. I may have guides on, I may have notes on everyone, I may have platinumed everything. Or, yeah, done everything to get platinum for this game. Don't mean I'm good. Figuratively speaking, but still. I would consider myself decent. So, next, I'm like, this is where I'm like, okay, what else to do to her? Because looking at her unique skills, I try to get, you know, try to really understand more of her based off her unique skills, and I'm like, shit. Because torture technology is, you can't boost that up. Battle continue, or dragon breath, my bad. I don't know how you can boost that up. And charisma, I've seen that on a few servants. If I'm not mistaken, you can't boost that up. 3 of her things are useless. Battle continuation, the goal is not to get put down to begin with. But, I mean, I'm like, no, I don't try to go and do battle continuation, which is the, no, what's the invisible, this skill, because I'm just gonna call it invent, because yeah, I'm too lazy to pronounce it. Or spiritus, I think that, yeah, I'm gonna call it spiritus just because, like, sure, I could do that to boost that up, but that's gonna ultimately be a waste of a slot in the long run, and I'm like, nah. And then the final thing is territory creation, and I thought about it. It increases power in your own sectors, and I'm like, your own sectors, you have people backing you up, such as aggressors, excuse me. I'd rather go and have it, wisdom of desperation, which increases power of in other sectors. So it's like, too bad it wasn't the other way around. Otherwise, I would definitely recommend desperation. But in this case, her unique skills, I could not figure out how to do anything of use with her, so I'm just kind of like, forget it. And because of my lack of knowledge of who she is, that's why it was so hard for me to initially figure anything out. Now this, I said during the active skills that I actually learned something about the active skills. I finally figured out what the Imperial Privilege, Ruler, Rider, Berserker, you name it. I figured out what the Imperial Privilege is. Because if I'm not mistaken, I once had someone pop in the streams like, what the hell does all fine, no problem. If you have any recommendations, please, I could definitely use recommendations for Lib. I have no idea about Lib at all. I know nothing about who she is, so it was hard to grasp her. So, but what I learned, which was very, very useful on my behalf, is wannabe. Damn, that's funny, but damn, that's alright. That's actually funny. I'll give it that. That's funny and cool. But what I have learned is the Imperial Privilege is when it says strengthens long attacks. Oh. Damn. She has the same. Oh, okay. Fun fact for y'all. Before I tell you what I was about to tell you. Fun fact. Thank you, Soul, for this lovely fun fact. She, Liv, actually has the same voice actor as Astolfo. Perhaps the only redeeming quality about her, besides the fact that she's a dragon lolly and other stuff, but that is only personal preference. I am not going to get into that. Not here. So, anyways, the Imperial Privilege, when it says strengthens long-range attacks, I finally figured out what that means. Okay, so I just was told she's a trickster over powerhouse. And I thank you so much for that information, because as I was doing the guide, I'm like, like when I was taking notes, I'm like, oh, my action skills. I was just about to actually get to that. I will actually say, I'm gonna quickly say and use Imperial Berserker as, actually no, oh, who the fuck? I'm gonna say like the assassins. I'm actually going to, before we get into my action skills I picked, I'll be going right back there, because I'm going to actually show a little something, because if I'm not mistaken, I was asked, what does these skills do, the Imperial Privilege? And I'm like, I don't know too much about it, but I finally figured out what it did. I don't know why it took me so long to figure it out, but I'm going to use Imperial Assassin. It says, adds Assassin class characteristics, strengthens close range attack skills. I was like, the fuck does that mean? Alright, this, and I'm going to say, look at the, I'm going to use that, and I'm going back to my active skills now. This right here, Ver, or however the fuck it's pronounced, this is a close range attack. When it says close range attack at the top, or whatever it may be, or down one rush attacks, this is where Like, Assassin would do good, Berserker stuff would do good here. Well, not Berserker, but Saber. Rider would do good here. What those do are initially they strengthen up these particular skills. Like, they, like, add a tremendous boost to, like, special skills. Like, this one, how it says Rush Attack. If I had an Imperial Privilege Rider, instead of like attack power of 20.15, the attack power would be something like 30.33 or something like that. I don't know the exact percentage it boosts up, but there's a huge noticeable difference. And I think I'm being called for again. Son of a bitch. I hate doing this. I'll be right back. But yeah, I will let you study this, and I can't actually... just in case you missed it, I am letting you go and see these skills or rewind a little bit. I will be right back. I would greatly like to apologize because I hate having to do this. I swear I do. I'm trying to get some good knowledge out, and here we are, and I'm getting called away. Cause underage bitches, hell yeah. Oh yeah, no, I mean, I know I said this once. I was before I left, and when I was covering this stuff, this is the first I will say is going to have a completely different moveset online. Like, it's not going to be completely different, but I will have huge differences between the two. Like the Iron Maiden, I didn't take it offline, but I'm taking it online. I will guarantee that one. I mean, it really does greatly, you know, matter on and offline. That's what's so... That was so hard to figure out what to do with her, so... But, defense skills will have nothing on her. Besides, maybe the only defense, like, because I don't know too much of her personally, I'm also just trying to keep her balanced. And because of the fact that I'm just trying to keep her balanced, I didn't care too much for anything else. So, yeah, I'll just keep it right there. The only thing I'm taking as ops tonight is the best move. So, yeah. But no, because the simple fact that I didn't know too much of her personally, like, compared to the others like Gawain and Nero and Astolfo, the difference between them and, like, Liz is the, you know, Gawain and all them, they were a part of an anime that I'm aware of. And until now, I don't, like I said, I don't read the manga. I don't play the other games. This is the first game I played. This is the first anime game I've ever actually played. So, another thing to really look at. Like, when I first seen everything, I was so confused. It was stupidly overwhelming, actually. But, initially though, she was one of those it took me a second to grasp. So, alright. So, let me continue on with her, support skills. Because, you know, I'm gonna, re-pull up my active skills, to, you know, so you know, looking at her things, it's, looking at her things, it's, you know, close, rush, a burst, long. So it's like, okay, you have one of every skill, but you only have 3 slots. The hell are you gonna do? You'll probably think, you know, I'm gonna take something, like, you know, for the close range, but I'm first going to take Imperial Rider. Because I really do greatly like using rush attacks myself. Rush attacks are one of my biggest things I use. And next I will take as soon as I find it. I mean, you could actually also use Lancer. I'm actually going to replace the Rider with Lancer because that also supports long range attacks. But, I mean, it's a matter of, I think there's also a bonus. Like, instead of, like, throwing, like, Rider on a Lancer, if you throw the Lancer on the Lancer, there's an even bigger bonus than there previously was. Plus, you know, like, just that little heads up. Next, I will go on, recommend Independent Action. And that gives power and defense, etc. The same stuff, different day. And finally, because I really didn't know what to do, I was actually thinking about mana recovery, and I'm actually going to put that in there. But I'm actually going to replace the independent action with mana recovery because, I mean, yeah, I made a mistake with, well, not a mistake, it's just, I think with this set I'm going to replace it. And because, like I said, I don't know anything about elementals for her, we're leaving those alone, and we're going to just put down a reduced earth for a little more speed on her. That's about it. That's as simple as she gets, because, yeah. And from what it sounds like, based off her stats, she sounds like she's more powerhouse type deal, but she's actually not really a powerhouse. So that's also another thing that I'm looking at. Is like, okay, she's not an actual powerhouse, so what am I gonna do with this? Next, we're gonna do the doubles. Yeah, my double skills. There we go. Yep, we're gonna hit the double skills. Mana Recuv is going to replace both. Is going to replace the previous mana recovery, and it's going to have independent action. Obstinate is going to be replaced with Obstinate. Oops. Because I'm too lazy to look for that. Alright, Obstinate is going to be actually replaced with Obstinate Anti-Hero. And it turns out the Anti-Hero plus Obstinate also goes into the battle continuation. So lucky us. And then here we go and get Mana Recuv and replace that. And swap around the placements until we get, you know, the thing we're looking for. Boom. Ta-da. It's a giant puzzle game. Next, we're gonna go and look at these and be like, okay, what's next? There we go. And then I decided, then we'll put down the we're covering up natural body with Imperial Priv Lance, and we're gonna actually remove the previous Lancer one. Actually, no, we're gonna keep that on there. Actually, I think that'd be a better move. We keep an Imperial Lancer on there. We are keeping both these moves together because, yeah. Next is going to be where I take and replace Martial Blessing with Imperial Rider and Martial Blessing, thus leaving me with a pretty unbalanced set. And this is one of the few characters where I heavily take in double skill. Usually I don't like full-blown double skilling them, but in this case I don't mind it too much. But here is kind of like, it is pretty good with this actually. Half of her skills are like that. So next up we have her outfits, and as you can see, I don't actually have her DLCs like I said, and she kind of looks like a doll from back here. Just look at her face. I'm sorry, hold on. She looks like a doll from back there. She actually looks like a person here. You zoom away, she kind of looks like a doll. Alright, I'm gonna reset her, so shut up. But yeah, no, she's pretty simple, basic, and I'm not too fond of the outfit, although I kind of like it because it's a little slutty and real easily to just zoom, lift, ta-da. But I mean, it's a pretty solid outfit, her base outfit. The second I was given the option, I still replaced it, though I was not too fan of it compared to Pure Artist, where I like her schoolgirl outfit. It's always been one of my favorite things, is to have schoolgirl outfits on. So yeah, especially for people like, you know, her. She's a lolly and she belongs in a damn schoolgirl. Fuck off. And that's all I really got to say about that. I am actually gonna finally put in. Yeah, there we go. Bring us off back in here. But yeah, we're gonna go into a quick. Fuck off. Alright, sympathize. What do we got? Not created. Bam. No. Not happening. If you can't tell, I'm trying to also get the not created to where there's nothing from not created, where I've created everything. It's just stuff to keep me going. Double skills. There's so much of this stuff I can't. I don't even care anymore. There's actually a method to this, so to my madness behind this, so. Alright, there, that should be good enough. And we're going on very hard now because, yeah. The goal is to EX plus this bitch. And with my obsessive play of this map, yes, it wouldn't be too hard for me to do. So, yep. No, she was, I mean, she's fun, but I mean, her moveset definitely varies between the two, online, offline. So. Plus, I mean, she's also fun just because how goofy she kind of seems. Oh shit! Before I forget, actually, me. I was 2 seconds from jumping the gun on this. And although I'm not actually going to change it, I still need to cover it, but strategy room. Mystic code is what I'm looking for. And now guys, I have all the mystic codes, so don't expect everything to just be EX rank. Like, there's some of these that, you know, are, I will be covering A ranks and stuff like that, like if it's necessary. Like, let's say fire, like the fire poison coat. This is never covered in any of the EX ranked mystic codes. So this is where, you know, I'm finally gonna say, you know, there's gonna be a huge difference. Not everything's gonna be about fighting, but for her, I didn't know what to choose necessarily. Like, see, more stuff that's like, there's more to it than just fighting. But the code I'm gonna be using is the one I already have equipped. Oops. But yeah, guys, I have all mystic codes now, so don't think that there's any chance that I will miss any of them. Like, I'm gonna be completely fair, but what I'm actually gonna put on her is just a simple spirit stone of, yeah, the spirit stone. I'm just gonna call it spirit stone because fuck you. But pretty much all this is gonna do is gonna give you one EX, all 4 double skilled of all the different elements, plus one of or you're gonna have 1 slot for each of the offensive things, such as range, speed, attack, and time reduction. Sure, you could have the it's technically missing the drive activation, the drive activation, but nah. This is a simple but yet effective, because I wanted her to be all-rounder. And because offline, I know she's supposed to be a trickster, but offline, I'm going to turn her in a little more of a powerhouse because of her stats. So based off of that, she's going to be a glass cannon. That's how I designed her. Like, now I'm realizing what I was going for. Like, I forgot to put in the notes what she's supposed to be designed for and what she's designed as, but now I remember the term and I remember what I was going for. I'm designing her to be a glass cannon. So she's going to have all the elements at her disposal, and she's going to have all the different main active fighting items with her. I forgot to cover that before I went to battle the last time, so I'm smart. So yeah, because of this, that's what I'm planning on doing here. I'm also checking out my battery level and stuff like that, because it is low. So I will say after this, I will start off a PvP. So you want to fight and you got, you know, the right items, have at it. Also, one thing you'll realize I'm gonna start doing, like I started doing something offline, and for some things, like I actually started using like a store offline, or not offline, but on my main account instead of just playing Astolfo all the time. Like, it is what it is, and get out of my face, you stupid ass computer. Can I? But yeah, no, I started using more characters, and because of the usage of some characters, it's making me change how I look at this. But oops, that is her dragon sweep. Not very efficient offline, but if you oops, get back over there, bitch. Get over there. Get to him. Yes, him. But here is the rider skill. You're not very controllable, but the point is to go into your opponent. The speaker skill, the sealed voice, whatever the fuck it's called, and then the final one, the then yeah, those were all the skills. She's not like, she wasn't like, they're all different. They're all differently made, actually, or differently put together. She's an all-arounder glass cannon. That's all she is to me, all she ever will be. Like, I was impressed, but I wasn't too fond of her. Plus, she's kind of cocky and she likes sitting on her damn thing, so. Let me just. But this move was definitely not useful online. I will always tell you, it's not useful online. Get out of my way. Motherfucker. Eh. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. And her drive skill. At the very least, I do like her because she is a funny character to play with. Just because, you know, every attack, you know, every time you start getting someone, you get all these, like, it's just enjoyable to play as her. I don't hate her, but, you know, she definitely is a complex character to get into. You must, like, unless if you main her, you may have a little more problems getting her. But since, you know, I have her as an all-around glass cannon, I don't have a problem using her at all. And because of the stage I'm in, it's going to be a little more of a pain in the ass to do things. But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't even care about side missions anymore. Who am I kidding? Die. Out of my way. Bad. So. I don't know why I'm collecting that, but screw you guys. Platinum trophy or not, I don't care. I have pretty much everything that you probably need in the game, but yeah, I'm greedy, so yeah. I'm also gonna now activate all the different code casts at once because I just like holding all of them at once. But my favorite skill is most definitely my the rep, just because I like skills like that, and then the sealed vocal room of isolation, just because it's the general idea, like not the idea, is just I enjoy how easy they are and quick they are to use in battle over something that will stop you like this. Although that's quick and easy, it's not as useful, but of all the moves one can use, I think that's perhaps the best you can find offline, in my opinion. Where'd my enemy go? Oh. Boom. But I mean, her final skill was definitely a pain in the ass to find. Get out of my way. Very efficient though, I will say that. And before you think, I have, like this map, I don't even need to take out the jammers to do what I need to do, but I can pretty much tell you the exact location of everything, but I'm too lazy to. I've played this so much trying to find the damn mystic codes and all that. It's not funny. I straight up hate it doing it. But I mean, initially she's fun to use, easy to use. Although I'm not too fond of her, you know, she don't feel right to me. And I'm not saying she's a bad servant, I'm just saying my personal preference, no. She, just not my cup of tea, you know? She's a cup of tea, I'm a cup of coffee type of guy, you know? That's all it is. Oh, look at these guys. Give me your money. Plus, she's very... she's just her, honestly. I find her to be more of a troll character at the very least, and that's all I care about using her for. Win or lose, I could care less. I'm just here. I'm gonna use it to mess with somebody, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like her online build, offline she's a glass cannon for me. Online she's nothing more than a troll, and I will demonstrate that. I swear to goodness I will. Like I will. Not throw the match, but I will definitely make it. Oh shit, 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 shit. Damn it, not again. Stop it. Get out of my way. But you will see I am definitely going to make it, you know, my target to annoy my opponent over anything else, because what else is a troll servant supposed to do? I mean, she's probably taken more seriously by everybody else. Me though, nah, not at all. Alright, come on. Where's Nero? You popped up, you know, a store. Where's Nero? There she is. And if I'm not mistaken, I just need to find the damn door, and if I want Nero, she's down right here. One thing that you will probably see me use a lot more in my fights, like online, offline, I will use the damn targeting system so fast, it's not funny. And let me tell you, one thing I have learned from the targeting system is, if given the opportunity, you can actually dodge your opponent's attack. Even if it clear as day hits you, the targeting system, you can easily go and dodge your move, like the move, even if it's supposed to hit you. It's stupidly OP if used correctly, because clearly she hit me right there and nothing. Get out of my face, bitch. Well, otherwise, she's her. I don't have a problem with her, but I'm not cool with her. She's not my character type. But initially, yeah, that's. I don't have too. Very similar to Robin Hood. I just don't have too much of a preference on her. Actually, I think I might. I mean, bitch. How dare she? I will say though, she is. I think she's on par with some of the other servants. I will give her that. Like, she is a good servant. Just she's not right in my hands. It's like trying to go and give me a. Like real lot. Like if you were to say and tell me to play Call of Duty, can I please move now? Thank you. Like if you were to tell me to play something like Call of Duty and tell me to use a shotgun, I can, but it's not my preferred method of doing something. That's pretty much all I'm saying here. Is stop it, assholes. Stop it. Shit. Glass cannon. Low defense, really high power offline. Okay, I am starting to get my ass handed to me. I don't like this. Alright, it's time to quit messing around with this. Okay, never mind. They're gonna kill me. This guy. Shit. Maybe a battle continuation may have been a good idea. No, 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 no. That's a bad Nero. Okay, she's defeated. That's all I needed to do. Oh, I need to defeat those damn jam thing. Oh, I just have to defeat the other servant. Okay, where's the exit? Let's just buy it. I'm out. Peace. Stop it, stop it. No, 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 no. Shit, 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 shit. Go, go, go. Oh, ho, ho. Fuck my sector. I don't care about that. I just care about winning. Alright. I don't have a buff. Oops. Let's say, clearly I am not the best with her, and actually I was almost put on my knees by a. Yeah, I was almost put on my knees. Don't take my advice with her at all. I talked a big game, but nope. Yeah, I switched her outfit. because obvious reasons. Fuck off. Although I do like to say though, her Noble Phantasm was fun. Just because her Noble Phantasm, like, she's just funny. And this game does not hide the fact any type of panty shot, by the way. Sorry, YouTube, demonetize me. Although it's not a very strong Noble Phantasm, it's still one of the best ones in the game. Not stat-wise, just fun-wise. So don't take my credibility off opinion. Like, I kid you not. It's all for funsies. Stop it, Bridget, bitch. She's also very weak still, I don't care. Can you just die already? You're making me look bad. Otherwise, I would like to say so far, based off of these guides. Hey, that's my move, bitch. I use that, not you. Fuck off. A very popular move for me to use with Astora, by the way. Like, perhaps the main move I like using on her. But one thing you will quickly, one thing I learned while looking at these stats, so far, Astolfo has been the best guide. By just looking at the stats, I'm pretty sure if I'm, yeah, I'll be fine. Janae should be coming out in a minute. But looking at the stats of everything, yeah, I should be coming here in a sec. But looking at the stats to the guide so far, like view-wise, so far Astolfo is leading the entire thing by 18 views, compared to Nero, who's short or a little bit behind with 14. But so far, the worst or one of the lowest ranked servants is so far the highest viewed. Is very funny. Where's she at? Oh, she's over there. Also, I do recommend using the lock-on whenever fighting now. I know like in previous streams you never see me use it before. That's mainly because half the time I forgot it was even a thing. But for like rush attacks, use it because you'll lock on and your character would go over there. It would make life a whole lot easier. And then, you know, you could just go where you need to go. Fuck off. It's good for aiming, is what I'm saying. Okay, and this should be on. Should. Yeah, no, I'm not watching that again. Her thing takes too long. Although her lance looks fucking badass though, look at that thing. It kinda looks like a battle axe in a way. See, that's clearly not my best performance. I've already stated though she is not my best and not my cup of tea. I didn't care too much about doing any of these though. Oh shit. But offline, she's not my best. Online, she's definitely not my best. She's just my troll. And even then, I don't troll too much because I don't waste the time with it. Fuck off. I don't remember you in the damn story originally. What happened with you? Where'd you come from? That's odd. I'm just gonna main menu. There's no need for any of this actually. And now for the PvP part of it, the more extravagant, more useful part of her. Like the only time I think she's actually useful. Because clearly offline I don't think she's very good at all. Because clearly I just had almost... Yeah, that was definitely not my best go. But I'm gonna go into custom match. I'm gonna just create the room. Fuck looking for a room this time. I'm just creating one this time. I know I usually look for one, but no. Just no. But, speaking of PvP, before I actually get into her and her alone, for any servant I did not have a PvP up for, like, I don't, like, Charlemagne. He did not. I'm more than sure Charlemagne did not have a PvP matchup to go with him. So initially, I'm gonna take him and where's my yeah? Let me check because I used this account to see. Tomno, she did not have a online battle, and where is he? Yeah, like Charlemagne, I'm more than sure. Yeah, Charlemagne didn't have an online battle at all, so I will say that. So those people I did not get a battle with, I will be using in like a stream, like right after this one. Like, I'm keeping this room, and if you wish to come and join us in a fight, come on, let's go. It's funsies, it's gonna be learning experience, all that fun stuff. Just, you know, different. So online, this is what I would take with her. And being I've said this multiple times throughout this guide because I didn't know what else to really say. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to troll the shit out of. This is where I'm going to tell you her online gear and stuff like that. First, Bloody Iron Maiden. It's weak compared to the other skills. Like, it's the weakest skill, but what this is going to do is it's an area attack skill, and if you get hit with this in the general area, it's gonna pretty much throw you into a torture device, actually, and you're gonna be pretty much just gonna stun you, and it's gonna hurt you while you're stunned, and it's annoying, actually. Like, I hate it, but I love it. It's just one of those things. Like, it's not I have something personal against it, and I don't actually hate it. It's just one of those haha funny hate type deals. Like, it's nothing personal against the character or the movie, just or the user. It's just one of those, oh, you son of a bitch, I'll get you for that type deal. It's a funsy thing. But Bloody Iron Maiden, that's the first huge difference between the offline online set for her. I would still keep the rush attack on her because I truly do enjoy that move. I'm gonna actually move these skills around and turn that into triangle. There we go. And I will still keep the Sugar Tran on as well. I'm gonna actually move the that around. I will not have the Bear on her, although the attack power is nice. It's not the best for online play, and thanks to Soul for the recommendation for that, or the idea. Although, you know, the best damage move, I thank you for the recommendation, especially since I will say, even on my other account, I did not go online with her. I don't go online with my other accounts. Thus, you know, I take the notes I have for online play, either it's the people I like to play as, such as Gilgamesh and all those other people, just people I like playing as. I will take personal notes. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, you're using this Iskandar. Oh, I like that little chariot move you're using. Let's look into using that type deal, and that's where I go. But initially, it's one of those things, like, it's judgment and stuff like that, and that's where some of this comes from. Plus, it's also seeing that, oh, as a popular move online, or as being used online, I see where you're coming from. Try to learn why they're using it myself, although, you know, I don't ask them why. I try to go and use it myself and try to see what they see in it and use it myself type deal, and that's where some of these builds come out of from online. So it's like, what? But the only move I would honestly replace is to put on the Bloody Iron Maiden, Although, yes, I was thinking about Liz particles. If you don't like the rush attack, I recommend using Liz particles. However, because this could also be good for helping getting you out of the middle of combat, it can be extremely useful to you in so many different ways. So it's useful for retreating as well, and since it's not always attack, I like having that nice balance at times as well. So yep. And the last one, the concert, that's another area attack, and although it was nice, I will say that is also a good idea to have. However, I'm taking off Tran and actually put it on concert, because that's a better move now that I think of it. I'm looking at my notes off of what I see and what I have done, stuff like that, and what I've done offline while experimenting with notes. That's also another thing, is while I'm experimenting with my notes, I'm like, you know, this feels like this could be good online, and so that's what I do. So, but initially is going to be the only Lancer skill she has. I'm gonna just call it rep, and then it's sealed vocal room of isolation, bloody Iron Maiden, and then the concert is what I'm gonna tag on her for her thing. And next we got install skills. As you can see, I swear this is so stupidly annoying. Next, I didn't. Oh shit! Yeah. Because there was no, I must have never saved it. Shit. He don't have his slot. Our previous Lancer does not have his slot, so let me just edit the name. Oops. Elizabeth. Boom. I'm gonna continue naming these things because why not? But because of everything, this is where I'm going to actually go on, instead of the typical build you're used to seeing on me, I'm going to go on, I'm setting that up, and actually, no, no, we are not using that one, we are using Elizabeth. Is it equipped on, yes it is. It's equipped on Elizabeth, there we go. No, I'm going to go back to the, these skills, and I'm going back to my attack skills, and I'm going to go and revise what I have: a rush attack, a burst attack, area. Okay, so that's where I'm going back to my skills now. This is, I mean, sure, I can look at my notes and tell you, but I want you to physically see that. Let's see, area attack. Strengthens area attack. We could either put on, I'm putting on ruler and berserker, since I want to increase the attack power of all those. Now I'm going to put on caster. I'm going to put on, there's 3 different Imperial privileges, although it's like, wait, why? The fuck you plan on doing, Retro? Retro, what are you doing, man? That's not the thing. It's because of what they do. They strengthen up area attacks, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Mana recovery is another thing that I would put on, as well as reduced earth. She's gonna be a pro dominant on yellows, actually. She's not really gonna have very much. And then Obstinate and Anti-Hero is pretty much became a given. Because she has a lack of defense, I'm putting on these different skills. Like I'm putting on like these defensives to kind of make up her lack of defense online. So, and then my final skill would only be Martial Blessing. That is what I'm gonna put on Lib, a pro dominant on support skills, but she's not supposed to be direct powerhouse anyways. So that is what I'm gonna put on for that, and her attack is only going to, and then the final thing to put on her I was thinking about putting on the flag or victory, but I'm like, maybe. But instead, I'm actually just going to put on the shield of protection. For her, I am putting on shield of protection. The first instant from where I'm doing that because, yeah, clear reasons. Because she has such a lack of defense. And, well, you see my damn outfit anyways, so. I was hoping that we'd have more people by the time. But, I mean, oops. There we go. But with everything being said and done, those are all the skills I plan on using for her. Nothing too fancy. I'm gonna start battle now because I gave people long enough. And because my traditional rule of copying the move, or not moves, but the people to keep a fair fight. And because, you know, Lubu. I don't throw him into battle very much. I also wanted a powerhouse against me so you could see, oh man, even with the strongest servant, like I kid you not, Lubu is the strongest servant in the game. I'm not joking, he really is the strongest servant in the game. And let's throw a caster in here. Casters are annoying. And from there, yep. And I just clicked Roam, not because of the map, but because of the fact it's the first one and there's no way to randomize it, and I'm too lazy to try to go and, you know, find a way to randomize it. So I just click Roam every time. That's the reason behind why Roam is there. So, but initially, her goal is not to really do anything besides just kind of annoy. That's about the only thing I will have her for. Plus, I've also learned some things about online play, so let's see if I can't put those into effect and, you know, utilize everything at once instead, because I'm pretty much a novice at this, and ha! That is hilarious. That's the best damn outfit of the game. I don't care. Fuck all you. That's annoying. Fuck off. But one thing I have learned is, although yes, I could definitely get like some of this defense stuff up, I also learned about the healing abilities you could have, or the infinite heals by just going back to your base. I'm like, oh cool. Oops, I went one too far. But I mean, I think this is a pretty solid battle, or fuck off. She sucks at singing though, let me tell you. She's not very strong, I will say that. Damn it. I got caught. I'm not very good at her at all, clearly, like I said. And from here, I will actually shut down my computer, so it's not in my way. So any comments made, I will not be able to see no more. As a head up, plus I'm sitting up because, yeah, I'm not gonna lay back no more. I mean, I'm not the best at it, but she's just funsies. Plus, I'm not sure what half these are gonna do anyway, so yeah. Oh, that's a caster class. Okay, I was slow. I was trying to break that as if I, you know, I was a caster. See, I always get confused with the damn thing. I swear to you. Oh, nice parry. Damn, I get caught way too much. For an aggressive player like me, this is definitely not the best idea. An aggressive player like me should never take and try to play as more of a supportive, and that's what she really is, and that's what makes her so much harder for me to use. She's more support over anything, so like, shit. Oh man, they have this. I got the smallest this game. Horribly the smallest. Oh man. Ace or not. Damn, that was bad. Okay, I am... Damn. That's the only thing I could think about saying right now is just, damn. That was brutal. Good job, Soul. See, you never cease to impress me. You have always been a good opponent. You always will be. Plus, I don't do PvP online very much, so hey. But no, I will also, because I still got stuff to do, I'm also going to sit here and show off the other PvP and stream that off for you guys as well, so you could see all the other different characters up in action and stuff like that. And what's with all the notifications? Who the fuck keeps... Stop fucking messaging me, asshole. But damn, that was brutal. I have never once had my ass handed to me that bad. But no, I mean, jeez. I can't help but laugh about how bad I did. That was a good match, I'll give it that. Nope. YouTube. Sorry, I have to pull my computer back out, because, yeah, I'm pulling it back out. But yeah, that was Elizabeth. I did fair warn you way ahead of time. I was not good as her. Luckily, because of what Soul said in the comments, she is, in fact, she's supportive. And for a guy like me to play, try to play front line on her, or, you know, up in their face, not really a good idea. She is definitely one of those, like, because I said this before, like, I plan on changing my title and getting all the titles for this game. So because of this, I'm now planning on going online significantly more than I previously did, because now with the game platinumed, you will, it's like, okay, what to do now. Although, yes, I'm not going to be able to face against opponents like Soul every time, I don't actually want to fight against, like, Soul all the time to do this, because, let me see, I'm going to have to go into prepare. No, cool, I can do it here, cool. Alright, no, title. Let's see, just for the simple fact, I'm just going to, others, let's see, win a total of 1,000 matches. That's going to be fun to do, a good grind, something to keep me busy at the very least. Plus, with some characters like, where is she? Like, just trying to get, like, Elizabeth is going to be like 100 wins in multiplayer. Fighting good opponents, I will be here for a long time to do that. Plus, I don't have the patience to wait around to do it, so if anyone ever actually does want a PvP, and when I'm on, come at it. Like, I'm on at random times throughout the day. My main times of coming on is mainly around, like, maybe 3 to 4, or anywhere 3 to 5, honestly. I'm on the game doing something, whether it's guides, because if you haven't realized, most of my guides take place mainly around 3 to 5 Indiana time, whatever that may be, like whether that's Eastern or whatever the hell it is. I'm just gonna let you know it's Indiana. I'm too lazy to look it up, because what are you gonna do? Come in, you know, what are you gonna do? Pound on my door, tell me, you know, my guide sucks and kick my ass, please. But no, because of this, I mean, I'm gonna be on significantly more. There'll be more PvP fights. Like, I'll be streaming more of that because it seems like that was a very popular thing for me to do. So, and speaking of, I should probably get down to getting that right up and going and stuff like that, and we could get down to other fights or to the other servants of the game that I never got to fight with. So, thank you guys so much for, you know, taking the time to learn about Elizabeth. I think if anyone should have done the stream, it should have been Soul. Soul knows so much more about Elizabeth than I do. I mean, but I mean, hey, Soul's definitely gave out some good pointers before. So, I mean, hey, at the very least, you know, got a little help from my friends, you know. But from there, I mean, I'm not the best as her. I'll claim it. I deem to be the shittiest Elizabeth there is. I claim the title. No one may take that from me. Because if we watch that fight, that was horrible. That ended in like 3 minutes. That was bad. But I mean, I hope you guys really learned something. Although it's not very much, it's still something. And I definitely learned something. A good thing or two. Even after doing the guide, I learned stuff during the guide. That's the entire idea of these guides, is to learn, to get better. That's it. So I will see you guys in the next guide with shit. Who's the next guy? Who's the next one on the list? But yeah, the next guy on the list. I want to say it's. Who is the next one? I want to say the next person is Drake. Question mark? I don't even know, but I'll see you guys then, and I'll try to post that as soon as possible. And I will say every week, if it is possible, I will try to have a PvP event every week for around 3 to 5, anytime guaranteed. You should be able to join from that time frame, and that's a general time. Like, just check in like every so often to be like, to see if something's streaming, and I guarantee if it is, I mean, just check the channel. I'll be streaming the PvP. It's gonna be for complete fun. So I'll see you guys in the next guide, or technically I'll see you guys in the PvP in about like 2 seconds.